Hi, I'm Evan Pantazi. We're going to watch this whole clip in a second. I just wanted to thank our extended video subscribers here on the channel and all our subscribers here on the Kyusho YouTube channel. Now, we're going to be introducing a monthly film if this first release has a great response. For our extended video subscribers, it's going to be at no extra charge. If you want to see the whole film, it'll be only available in February, and then we'll see if we're going on to an additional film for March and other months. So if you're not an extended video subscriber, please join now, and let's watch the film.
I want to introduce another one of the Shihans from Mansfield, Mike Hebert. You've probably seen him on a couple of the Budo films already. Working with me, he's traveled to Spain to work with this, and I really appreciate the yeah, that's great. So let's take this technique now. As Mike comes in with that striking action, I'm going to come across. I'm not going to hit him in the head right now. I'm going to save that for the next DVD. We're going to be doing head points as well, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to come into this striking armbar. Now, in the back of the arm, you have the tricep that forms a V shape on the back of the arm. And then you get the Golgi tendon right down in here. And we're going to be working with that a little bit later as well, so I'm not going to really describe that. If you hit this hard enough, you can get the person unconscious or at least down off their feet. So it's a very viable target. But if I didn't after this, I can strike those same two targets you just saw in the last video, last section, where I got the elbow and knocked the person down off their feet as well. Now bear in mind, any one of these nerves on an arm can take a person out. And by taking them out, I mean drop them down off their feet and make them in an unconscious state. Many different levels of the unconsciousness. You got the standing knockout you see in boxing, you're good. You see them wandering around, they don't know really where they are, they can't perceive distances or time or anything like that. You see the second level where they fall down onto the floor, they can't really control their body, much like you saw with John, you couldn't control his legs and he fell down to the floor. And then you get the third level, which is a complete unconsciousness. We're not going to try for that level today. It might happen, but we don't want that to happen because it's even on mats. It's very difficult to break a fall sometimes. All right. So, Mike, could you come in with this hand over here? So if I come in off this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leverage. Now, when I do this, I'm going to use my forearm. I don't want to use the double side or the double bones because it's too broad a weapon. I want to get in there with that small bone and cut across it. And as I do that, I'm not going to pull back because if I pull back, I could hyperextend the guy's arm as well. Now, I could have, as he came in with that, still taken out that nerve on the inside you just saw in the last section of this film. But I don't want to do that because I want to show you just the effect that this is going to have as well. Just the light tap, and you can see that he can fall right to the floor. Sorry about that, man. Okay. Get a little dizzy too?
Oh yeah, the chills.
Okay. Now what happens when the guy claims that he has the chills is because it affects the blood pressure as well. If you have just a neurological attack, it's going to affect the body completely different than if you tap into the blood systems. And by shocking the nerve system sometimes, which seems like I tapped into, you affect the blood pressure as well. So that's why he got the cold chills, because the blood pressure dropped. All right. So I'm not going to do that again, but if you come in with that attack, yep, I could take the arm out here. That could end it. If it didn't, when I hook right in and I go right for that tricep shot, I'm going to hit this. Now, here's the thing. In Kyusho, a lot of people know about these shots. They know about the rubbing action on the back of the Golgi that weakens out the body. Okay, that's a reflexive action. You've got the hit right into the head of the tricep, right where the tricep forms a V, which is shocking, you can see. But what I did on that last one is I went between the two pressure points. Again, it's not pressure points in Kyusho. I've been trying to break this to the community over a couple of years now, that I'm away from the pressure points because they're too exacting to hit in real combative time. So I'm taking an area, and if I know the structure and I know how to correctly access it, that's when I'm going to get the benefit. right in between those 2 points, right in the middle. There's no pressure point right there. It's indescript place, but there's a reflexive action. If I hit it like I'm sawing a piece of wood, that's what's going to cause the reaction. So I'm going to use your arm here for a second, Mike. I'm going to give the Golgi tendon a rub, and you see how that weakens out the legs. I'm going to give the tricep point a shot here, and you see that weakens out the legs. But as I do a sawing action, you're going to see that it has even more of an effect. And sorry, but that was just a grazing action. If I really dug in with that, that's when he's going to have his major fall, probably unconscious. Yeah.
Definitely unconscious.
Did you get a little spin with the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah.